Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Dresden Files cooperative card game. Now, in the last episode, we took our first crack at Full Moon, and we came really close to solving the case, guys. Unfortunately, the showdown was just a little bit too much for us. So now we're going to go ahead and give it a second go, but I think we're going to change the roster up just a little bit. I like Billy and Georgia on the crew because they have a nice mixture, but I think we're going to go ahead and switch out Karrin Murphy. She's more of an enemy in this book. I mean, she arrests Harry. And we're going to trade her in for Susan Rodriguez, the reporter. I figure because she's a reporter that her deck will deal with a lot of investigation cards, which we desperately need. So hopefully Billy and Georgia and Harry will have the offense and Susan will have the investigation. And we'll see what happens. No advantage or objective cards permitted at range 6. Alright, let's look what we got here. That's actually not bad because I want to do what we did last episode and not touch the Loop Guru. Because that gets these 3 cards completely out of the way for us, and then we just have to focus on all of this, and the arrest warrant is right out on top. And we've got, it's not my fault, so we can get that out of the way. We can take an advantage if we feel so inclined. We only have 1 attack card with Harry, though. That is not good. However, that is enough that we could finish off one of the Street Wolves with the Blasting Rod. And we do have Consult with Bob and Private Investigator. We'll see what happens. Now, Billy and Georgia, they've got 1 attack card. We are going to have to be really careful with what we do here. I mean, we've got more overcome cards with them, too. That's going to be rough. And their ability is pretty much useless because the Loop Guru. Alright, Susan. When you discard for fate points, you may add 1 clue to the case at the shortest range. Oh. So she's the opposite of Karrin. That's fitting. As your turn, flip this card over to choose any one player, including yourself, to draw 1 card, and then that player takes the next turn. Timely assist. That could be very useful depending on the situation. Now what about your cards? Oh, she has all the attack cards. 22 handgun. The pen is mightier. If the attack does not defeat the target foe, add 2 clues to any one case. There's the investigation. Expose, a nose for news. We have to get some of these in the first range though. If investigation solves target case, add 3 hits to any one foe. And press pass. Overcome 1 obstacle and collect 2, potentially 3 fate points. Alright. Well, this should be interesting. Let's go ahead and we'll choose Harry to start. We'll use... Actually, I think it'd be a lot better to sack some of this stuff with Harry so we can move the Saved by Tara West card back, because unfortunately these investigations are way back here. So let's go ahead and discard. And we'll move Lunar Cycle back that way. Makes it a little bit easier. These guys have range of 3 with their cases. I guess we could go ahead and hit Rescue Marcone because Harry's pretty useless when it comes to that. And we're not attacking anyone as of yet. So, yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. Track sent. Susan. Expose. And all of those are at range 1. So we need to get rid of the Street Wolves here in a hurry. Let's go ahead and use the pen is mightier, because if we don't defeat the target foe, it adds clues to any one case. Yoink! Use the pen is... Oh yeah, because of our hit. It's okay. So we can add 3 clues to something. And we will do that... Here. Why not? We'll just attack one thing at a time. Now then, we can add all clues. We have only 4. Let's sack the blue beetle. And we could have blasting rod the street wolves like right off the bat if we wanted to. We'll move Saved by Terra West up 1. Now then, this has a 2 range. The gaming group has take 1 advantage. Let's go ahead and get rid of the lupine, or of the arrest warrant, for a paltry 1. Okay, Susan, what are we gonna do here? Let's go ahead and sack Press Pass. Add 1 clue. Nice. We're going to get that one taken care of quickly. And we got Consult with Bob, Private Investigator. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and we're going to use the blasting rod and just take the street wolves out. Hopefully that doesn't smack us a little bit later, but... So 4, potentially 3 clues at a range of 2. Does anyone have any cards that'll add 3 hits to 1 foe? I need to wait for the expose with Susan. Let's sack Strength and Numbers. And no target for the talent because the Loop Guru cannot be attacked. Okay, expose. Right here. For 4. And, oh, we can do 2 hits to someone. Well, still, that's not bad. It could be worse. Who needs hits more? Probably the Hexen Wolves. Yoink! Now we can start taking all of these advantages. Saved by Terra West adds 2 clues to which wolf is which. And we got to draw a card there. And then we'll use the gaming group here to solve this case, and it adds 1 hit to all foes, and we get to collect more fate. Yay, pack bonding. For 2. Still, not too shabby. So, what kind of attack cards do we have? Fuego will be able to take out these wolves, and then we can focus most of our stuff there. Let's use 2 fate to do 2 hits to the FBI Hexen Wolves. And Harry, unfortunately we need some fate, so we'll sack the shield. And we can move something if we want to. We're not going to. Actually, this would be a good time to use their attack, because we have hit points on everyone that we can hit. So let's go ahead and use Billy and George's stunt. Bang bang. And Susan... Oh, I really need your investigation cards, though. Let's go ahead and use the stunt, and we'll do it to Susan. She'll go again. Maybe we'll get an attack card. Oh, another inside source. That's actually okay, because we'll sack that for more fate. And add a clue to who set up McFinn. Alright, now it's time to shoot things. We have got a range of 1 right here. For 2 fate, we will take out the FBI Hex Wolves. Out they go. Billy and Georgia. We can go ahead and... Ooh, let's see how many hits we do. Ah. 2 hits. Onto them. Does anyone else have any offensive cards? Just Harry with Fuego. So we're going to have to sack that, unfortunately. Which is a shame. We've already used stunts. Stunts have been used. We'll sack for... Well... Yeah, let's sack play a hunch. That adds another clue to McFinn. But we need to take out these guys. Actually... Well, we need to, because otherwise none of our stuff is going to work. But let's spend 4 fate right now for Consult with Bob, and that'll do 2 clues to all of them. This will make the showdown a little bit easier, because we have a chance of clearing all of this. 5 fate. Oh, man. We could have gone ahead and taken those guys out. We'll sack for fate here. It'll give us 9. So Billy and Georgia are pretty much out of the loop. Now I will go ahead and pass on... Actually, what I should have done is held off there. That gives us 8. Private Investigator, 2 clues. We're going to do it right... Doesn't really matter. Right there. 6 and 4. Billy and Georgia, nothing really for you to do. Susan, there's going to be really nothing for you to do. So we'll pass here. We'll spend a fate point. Harry has 1 card left, which is his Fuego. And I don't really think we need it because we have the Street Wolves. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to Hail Mary for the showdown. I'm going to sack Nose for News. That gives us 5. That'll make that a little bit easier. And the Fuego attack, I don't want to risk 5 fate for it for 1 measly little hit. So we're going to sack this. There are no cards. And it is showdown time because we got no cards to do. Let's see if this works. That's so intimidating. So 3, 4, and 4. So 7, 7, and 4. Yeah, we can do max out with all of this. So you add 1 to escape Street Wolves. All those negatives. Still got him. Oh, pick a case to receive 1. I should have done that last. Curses. And then we have 4 fate. Ah, yeah. Add 6 to who set up McFinn. That one's complete. Here we go, guys. No negatives, please. Big bucks, no Emmy. Add 4 to which wolf is which. Woo! We did it! Pulitzer Prize. Well, that's fitting since we had Susan there. With the help of his friends, Harry was victorious. 3 cases solved, 2 foes remaining. Hell's bells, indeed. Okay, well, we made a few mistakes, but having all of that fate available at the showdown and all the damage that we did to the investigations and to the enemy, and to the Street Wolves definitely helped out, guys, and we won. So happy days. I guess we will go ahead and end it here and start with a new case in the next episode. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.